Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rob. Sorry, it's been a long time since I made a video. I think it's been like a few months now. But I just wanted to get back into it just because like I've been noticing some stuff happening in this world that I feel like I need to speak on. And I feel like this is kind of what's ruining the mental health of a lot of people and just creating the problems that we're seeing in society today. And in particular, what I wanted to discuss is the excessive social media use. And the reason I want to speak about this is because I'm a victim myself. Like I seen this stuff like happen in my life, and I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of this stuff and that you can fix it while you still can. In particular, I'm gonna discuss about social, like Instagram, and I'm gonna explain like how I feel like this is literally one of the biggest issues in society right now. Now, the reason I'm even speaking about this is because earlier today, I woke up, and the night before, my intentions for the morning was to wake up, journal, meditate, just have a solid morning routine. That was my intention. I woke up this morning, and the first thing I did was grab my phone and I looked on Instagram. I saw that I had some notifications. I clicked on those notifications, and then I started going through the feed because it got updated. So there's new pictures, there's new videos, there's new stuff happening. So I'm like, oh, cool. I looked through the pictures, I looked through the feeds. Oh wait, but now there's some stories up here. So I'm looking through the stories, looking around like, oh, what is this person doing? Oh, okay, that's cool. They had a toast with avocado. Nice, cool. Why is this important to me? I don't know, but I'm watching it. So I'm watching these videos, and by the time I put my phone down and I started doing my morning routine, the morning is practically over. Now, obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit in that part, but like what I'm getting at is like, I already like missed the prime time of the morning to pretty much just like waste my time on this platform. And then I started thinking like, dude, like, how much time have I spent in my life scrolling through social media, just clicking on random videos, seeing what someone else is doing, like doing all this crazy stuff. And as I'm looking at my, like, just pondering on this, I decided to check my because in the iPhone, you know how they have the screen time, and it shows you like what how much time you spent on like certain platforms and stuff. And I look at my just in general, my entire screen time, and I was averaging like about 5 to 6 hours a day on screen time. So I'm like, whoa, if I average 5 to 6 hours a day of screen time, that's crazy. So that means in a week, 5 times 7 was that 35. That means I spent 35 hours in 1 week just looking at my phone. And that blew my mind, because then if you add it up to like week after week after week, year after year after year, you're literally giving your life. You're giving your life to some pixels on your phone to literally just look at what someone else is doing. And that blew my mind even more. So I'm thinking like, holy shit, like, what is going on? And then as I'm sitting there, I started thinking about like, dude, like, why is this shit so addictive? And then if you think about it, like, bro, there's literally like, let me, on my phone, let me see if I can turn this light on to make it better. Okay, so there's literally like an army of developers, of coders, of all these different people whose sole job is literally to just make the platform more addicted. They split test it where they do like certain shades of red, they do all these different colors, and the whole purpose is to just get you to pay attention more to their platform so they can get paid more through advertisements, so they can keep your attention on the platform. And these guys literally like do anything in their power to get an advantage over each other so they can make the platform more addictive so they can win more. So how can you compete against that? Like, how can you compete against people that are getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars just to keep your attention on this platform? And they're working for these multi-billion-dollar corporations that have so many resources where they can literally just keep you, and they can keep testing different ways to keep the attention of the people on these platforms. And I'm just like, okay, holy shit. So first of all, it's highly addictive. It's designed to keep you on there so it can make more profits. So that's pretty shitty. And then two, the stuff that you're seeing on these social media platforms, a lot of the time they're literally just forcing you to compare yourself subconsciously to like these other people. You're looking at these people and you're like, you don't think of it like logically. Like at the moment, you're not thinking like, oh damn, this dude, he's buff, like he's better looking than me or whatever, you know. But deep in your mind, you're thinking that, you're like, wow, this guy's actually really good looking. And then, whoa, what's this girl is a freaking dime piece, she's super hot. Let me like her picture. And now you're thinking like, damn, am I ever gonna get a girl like that? And you're comparing yourself to these people. You're comparing yourself to like what they're doing, their life. And most of the time, these people are just putting bullshit on there because they want to like make it seem like they're living a good life, but they're not really living a good life. They're literally struggling. They're literally having a shitty life, but they just want to be able to compare each other to other people, so it make it seem that they have a good life, so they get the validation from others, because the whole platform is designed to have people like approve of you and give you that little doses of validation, which improve the dopamine. And it's just like, no wonder the country's having these freaking mental health issues. No wonder we're having like all these anxiety, all these young men that are like just dealing with all this like bullshit comparison, who are just going out there and just doing whatever they want to do because they want the attention. Like it's like everyone's a crackhead. This is literally the best way to describe it. We're all freaking crackheads, and social media is our crack. Like, we look at a crackhead in the street and you're like, wow, I feel so bad for them. But we're crackheads too. Like, we literally, we are freaking addicted to these platforms. Like, holy shit. So as I'm thinking about all this, I'm like, what else is like ruining society in a way? And I'm thinking like, okay, there's also pornography. A lot of young men, they literally just spend their days like either on social media. Okay, they're scrolling, they see some hot girls, now they're horny. Okay, well, let me go on freaking Pornhub, and then they, you know, beat their meat, whatever, and they get the cheap dopamine because they release their semen. And then what do they do after that? Oh, well, I'm bored, let me play some video games. So they play some more video games, and then they're literally wasting their life, and they're looking at themselves in the mirror, and time is just passing by them, and they're wondering whether they're not making progress. And then, oh, look at this, they go on social media and they see some dude with a six-pack. They look in the mirror again and he's flabby because he's been spending so much time scrolling through social media, going through these different like platforms, masturbating, spending his life away in video games. It's no wonder you're gonna feel depressed. It's no wonder you're gonna be anxious. It's like, how are you supposed to like do good if you're constantly bombarded by people who are in a better position than you? It's gonna make you feel like shit. And when you feel like shit, you're gonna find things that make you feel good. And when you find things that make you feel good, most of the time they're cheap. You literally freaking go masturbate just because, like, you know, it feels good for like a second, but then guess what? You feel like complete shit right afterwards. So I'm thinking like, yo, how can we freaking like stop this? And like, honestly guys, like, as much as I hate to say it, like, you have to just go like cold turkey, like just quit social media at least for like a week. Just do it for a week just to start off. Quit pornography. That one might be a little bit harder for a lot of guys, but just do it. Like, your life is gonna get so much better once you quit. And then cut back on the video games and just focus on the good things in life, like meditate, go to the gym, go read some books, like journal, like do things that are gonna progress you in the long term, because that's where the real happiness is. I've been all over the freaking country at this point. Like I'm in Oklahoma now. Like I've traveled all through the country, and I do door-to-door sales, as I mean, I'm sure you guys already know. And I seen the country, and I'm telling you, the happiest people are the ones that have a solid routine, that are in it for the long haul, that aren't chasing these cheap dopamines, because cheap dopamine is cheap for a reason. The real happiness comes from sticking for something for a long period of time and then getting the reward later. It's like that study that was done where there was these two kids, and they gave they gave both kids candy. They were like, hey, if you eat this candy now, you could eat it, whatever, but if you wait, we'll give you two candies. That's the real gratification in life. Is instead of like just eating that one piece of candy now, it's just putting the work in and knowing that in a few years, in a few months, you're gonna get the bigger piece of candy or the more candy. And like, stop dealing with the freaking cheap dopamine. Like, cut back on social media, cut back on video games, cut back on just pornography and like all this bad stuff, because they're all designed to just rob you of who you are. They're literally designed to steal your soul. And yeah guys, like, honestly, this video, I literally just got in my car. I just drove somewhere because I had a lot in my mind, and I was just thinking like, damn, like, yo, like, I literally spent like 2 hours on social media this morning instead of doing what had to be done. My entire day was just wasted because then I started playing video games on top of it, and I'm just like, holy shit, like, there's literally millions of people dealing with this right now. Like, imagine if you use every single minute that you spent on social media on doing something that you're passionate about, whether that be like studying plants or like hitting the gym or like learning how to master yourself and like just chasing something bigger than you, and you just go and do it. And instead of spending years of your life on social media, pornography, video games, imagine if you use that same time that was given to you for something greater than you, something greater than what you can imagine. That's what life is about. It's not about just you. It's about what you can give to the world. Like John F. Kennedy said it, you know, like. But yeah, guys. Well, I'm back. I don't have my cameras with me or anything because I've been traveling. I've been on the road. I know the video is not the greatest quality because I'm literally in my car. It's like 9 o'clock at night right now, and I don't know. If you guys like the video, subscribe, like it, whatever. Share it with your friends because I'm getting pissed off. Like I wanna help people, and I'm seeing what these things are doing to people. How much damage it's doing. So hopefully you guys like this video. If not, it's fine. Whatever. I don't care. It's not for you, but if it is for you and you feel the same way I do, you can comment below and just let's do something about it, guys. But until next time, I'll see you guys.